This is the Jafora Fox Show. Let's talk business. It's my passion to help others be great, to help them with the tools and strategies they need to make a difference in their life. Values of my show is to spotlight entrepreneurs, to give the entrepreneurs an opportunity to share their business. Authors, business consultants, makeup artists, musicians, pastors, teachers. My father passed away because I was 3 years old. He was a business proprietor. He was an entrepreneur himself. To be able to spotlight an entrepreneur with their journey and helping others to inspire, encourage, empower, and uplift them. Make sure you follow yours truly on YouTube and Facebook. Hello, and God bless you. God bless you, and thank you so much for joining and being a part of the Jafora Fox Show. Let's talk business. I am your host, Jafora Fox, and I am so excited on tonight. And thank you again for being a part. I have an amazing, dynamic guest on tonight, a beautiful woman of God. You are going to hear from her shortly. You all, none other than Evangelist Tracy Barner. So stay tuned. You are in for a treat on tonight. Also, I would like for you to mark your calendars because I am here every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So mark your calendars for Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I am the CEO of Jafora Fox Inc. And so if you're needing any type of services that I offer, I am a business strategist as well as a transformational coach, motivational speaker. I teach online courses in financial literacy education and how to start your own business. And you can go to my website, that is www.jaforafox.com, and you will be able to schedule a free consultation on my website. And so you want to go to my website, that is www.jaforafox.com. You click on services, click that schedule free consultation. It is a free 30-minute consultation. The calendar will pop up for you to schedule online. You choose your date as well as your time, and then you will click the next button, submit, and then your consultation will be scheduled. So how exciting is that? So if it's something that I can help you with, I would love to assist you and help you to get from unstuck, move forward in what you're trying to do. And calling all entrepreneurs. If you are an entrepreneur and you would like to be a guest on the Jafora Fox Show, you go to my website. At the top, you want to click be a guest, scroll down, you want to complete that information and then upload your picture. Make sure you check that button that says I accept terms and conditions, and then click submit. And I will receive your information. And I'm always so excited and honored to have you as a guest. And if you would like to ask a question for the guests on tonight, you want to put Q before your question in the comments so that we'll know that that is a question that you're asking. So, and then finally, put shared in the comments. And thank you so much for sharing, because as I always say, sharing is caring. And so you want to share, tag, send it over to your friends. Let them know that you're here. So support, because they will be able to receive some amazing information on tonight from this amazing woman of God. So put shared in the comments so that you'll be able to win a prize at the end of the show. Your name will go in a drawing for you to win an amazing prize that Evangelist Tracy Barner has for you on tonight. So at this time, I'm going to bring in the guest for tonight. So welcome. And thank you so much, Evangelist. I am so excited and honored to have you as a guest on tonight. So God bless you. You want to say hello to the audience, and then just a moment, we'll get started with the interview.
Hello to everyone. I'm so excited about being on this great show, on this great platform tonight. It's an amazing opportunity, and I'm very, very grateful to be here tonight. And we have some phenomenal information for you tonight.
Amen. So thank you, and God bless you all. Hi, Melissa. Thank you so much for joining. Blessings. Thank you so much for sharing. And to each of you all who have already shared, thank you, thank you. And to my YouTube audience, thank you so much for joining in, and God bless you. If you're watching from YouTube, you can also share from YouTube. So what an amazing, amazing you all. You in for a treat. Evangelist has some amazing information that she is going to share, as well as she's going to inspire, encourage, and uplift you all on tonight. So take the time to tag. Go ahead and share this Facebook Live and let others know that the Jafora Fox Show is on. You don't want to keep all of this information to yourself. You want to share it with others. Yes. And so Evangelist, please tell us a bit about yourself.
Ooh, okay, a bit. Let's see if we can get that squeezed in. Many layers to me. Okay, so first of all, my professional career, I started out years ago in the medical field, but then I switched to teaching, which is my love and my passion. I taught in Mobile County Public School System. Well, let's back up. I first taught in a private school for about 4 years. I taught pre-K4, pre-K5, and first and second grade. And then the Lord inspired me to go back to school. I went back to school and got 3 degrees. My main top master's degree is in education and in school accreditation. So if you know of anyone who needs their school accredited, I'm the lady for that. And my bachelor's degree is in secondary social science. So what does that do? I can teach any subject from political science to sociology, psychology, any type of history class, any type of economics, which is what I presently teach now. I teach economics AP. I teach honors economics and regular economics. I can teach American government, just a variety of social sciences. I qualify to teach psychology, just the whole works. Presently, after teaching in Mobile County for 17 years, I came out of Mobile County during the pandemic and began to teach online. So I presently teach online for a school by the name of Connections Academy. I love it. I've been doing it now for 2 years, which is where I presently teach the econ classes online. During econ, I'm able to really inspire my students about business. I'm able to teach them how to do LLCs, EIN numbers, DUNS number, business credit, how to manage credit cards, how to get certain credit cards at the right APRs, interest rates. I'm able to show them how to get their name reservations and how to actually start their own businesses while still attending school. So it's phenomenal. I have kids. I teach a cosmetology and fashion course on every first and third Thursday. I'm able to teach those students how to get in, not only get in school for those particular things, but how to also launch their own business ideas. Lipstick, lip gloss lines made by a vendor who can actually brand it for them, for their particular companies. I'm able to get other types of things branded for them, whether it's bundles of hair, makeup, jewelry, just a bunch of things. There are a lot of layers to me. So I enjoy teaching them the business side too, economics, because if anybody knows anything about economics, that means money. That means how the economy is running. From there, not only did I do that, I started my own school, Innovate Preparatory Academy, School of Performing Arts and Dance. So right now, presently, I also have another part to my school where I got concerned about adults as well as children who were dropping out because they were pregnant, didn't have anyone to keep their children. I was concerned about that type of student. So I started an online school and partnered with an online high school in the same state that causes them to be able to go to school and get an accredited diploma online while sitting in the comfort of their own home. And also, this diploma also can include career pathways, just like you can get a career pathway in Mobile County Public School System in a signature academy. You can also get a career pathway with the school I'm hosting with, whether it's carpentry, childcare, electrical assistant, event planning, medical billing and coding. And if anybody knows anything about that medical part of the field, you can make a nice living off medical billing and coding, medical office assistant, pharmacy assistant, plumbing, sterile processing for doctors in the ER, and veterinarian assisting. So anybody interested in helping animals, that's a good start for them to get a pathway. They will not only be getting a high school diploma that's accredited, but they will also be getting a career pathway certification so that they can come out making money. So let's stop right there, and then we will go to the trucking company after we talk a little bit about the school.
Absolutely. You are doing some amazing things. You all have heard about the amazing things that Tracy is doing, and most definitely know that you all are able to do that as well. And I just love, 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 love it, where you're not boxing yourself in, and that you are taking advantage of all of the opportunities that are out there, but as well helping others to create opportunities for themselves too. And so tell us about your entrepreneur journey. Like, how did you get started from going from the public schools, and what made you just say, you know what, let me go into the entrepreneur journey?
It was because I seen a lot of different needs in the school system. Girls, again, that were pregnant, who didn't have an option. They couldn't bring their babies to school with them. They were missing an astronomical amount of days out of school, without daycare, and some of them, when they were given state assistance for daycare, didn't have a way to get the children to the daycare. Just a lot of different reasons why I said, you know what? It's time for me to launch something where my young ladies and my young men, this is not just for young ladies, this is for young men too, who want to work a job, who have children already at age 15, 16, and they need a career path that they can get at the same time while they're working for their high school diploma, whether it's a general diploma or a college prep diploma. I offer them both, where they can get them both or get one of those at the same time, along with a career option. They're working little jobs. They need a hand up or a leg up. So they need that extra career path certification opportunity to be able to get a better job so that they can take care of their children, buy diapers, buy formula, get insurance, things of that nature. So when I saw that the need was so great, I said, okay, I'm inspired. It's time for me to step out. There are no daycare centers in any high schools in Mobile County public school system, which I have asked and inquired about for years. When are you going to put something in place for the young ladies who don't have anyone to keep their babies? When are you going to put something in place for that, Mobile County? No one could answer. No one could tell me anything. So I, in turn, decided, let me put a school in place and partner with an academy that will allow these young ladies to take care of their own babies, be able to make their doctor's appointments, medical appointments, be able to take care of sick babies at home with them while they get an accredited diploma. And we have a variety of services. This is no age cutoff, no age limit. You do have to be in high school. But the good news is I academically coach on virtual platforms with other virtual academies. I partner with K-12. I partner with other virtual schools, and I academically coach the students on that platform so that they can make sure that they're keeping up, their work is done in every subject. How many parents are saying to themselves, I would let my student or my child go to school virtually, but I don't have anyone to see after them or to make sure that the work is being done? I'm that person. I'm that academic coach. I had a lot of success in helping a lot of students on Mobile County public school systems platform do well while during the pandemic, as well as now we're coming almost I'm hoping out of the pandemic, but they're still offering school virtually. I'm also still coaching and helping those who are still in the home settings or who are going to school for different schools online. I'm able to coach them. We have a tutoring program that's an extended day program. You can also reach out to me concerning that. I'm Evangelist Tracy Bonner on Facebook. You can reach out to me and I will send you all of the, you can send me your email address, inbox it to me, or send me a friend request on Facebook. And I will in turn send you all of my information by email. I do like to be personal with my clients, so I don't like to do a lot of online stuff. I like to meet virtually or meet in person to discuss the programs and kind of get a feel for what are your personal needs. Everybody's need is not the same, so we have to get a personal touch or a personal feel about what you have need of. Yeah, definitely.
Awesome, awesome, you all. So definitely connect with Evangelist on all of the services that she has just stated that she will and does provide during this particular time. That is awesome. It is definitely awesome, awesome. What I wanted to talk about tonight as well is tell us how someone who's dropped out of high school, what do they need to do to obtain a fully accredited diploma with a pathway, as you said, set up for career purposes. So when they contact you, what is the other process and steps that they need to
Very
go through?
simple. It's not a lot. I will go ahead and if they finish some type of hours on their, let's say they went to high school and they dropped out in high school and they wanted me to get their transcripts. I will order their transcripts from whatever county or state that they went to school in. And then once I order their transcripts, I will in turn upload those transcripts into the system, and they will reach back out to me, the school, to tell me how many more credits would they need in order to graduate from that particular high school. So I meet a lot of people who went all the way to the 10th grade, 11th grade. Of course, the more credits you got, the shorter your time is going to be for you to be able to graduate from high school. So that's what the next step would be. It would be to get their transcripts. And if they didn't do any time in high school, let's say they dropped out in the 9th grade and maybe they didn't take but one class and pass it, or maybe they didn't take any, but they made it to the 9th grade. We will then in turn enroll them. We will enroll them in school, and then we will see how many credit hours they need to graduate. And the good thing is, which is what I kind of overlooked and forgot, you do one class at a time. You are not overwhelmed with a bunch of classes. Like if you go back to get your GED, it's difficult. You're going to sit in a classroom and you're going to be there every day that they tell you need to be there for a certain amount of hours, which holds you up. And you also can't go any faster than the instructor is teaching or the students are learning. The good thing about this is you're not getting a GED. You're getting a fully accredited high school diploma, and you're getting it at your own pace. So however fast you want to go or slow you want to go, it's all left up to the student as to how fast or how slow they would like to go to graduate faster or slower. If there is a fully dressed ceremony, there's a cap and gown, rings, the whole nine. It happens. So it's an amazing thing. I've had people come and say, hey, I had a baby when I was in the 10th grade. I dropped out. I would like to come back and get my diploma. They got it, went through the graduation and cried because they never got the opportunity to celebrate. They never got the opportunity to be celebrated with a high school graduation. They were able to go back and capture that moment over again with all of their family and friends and loved ones sitting in the auditorium while they graduate. And it was indeed a blessing. They were able to get their pictures done in their cap and gown. They were able to just go through the whole ceremony. And it was done on a large scale. So that's another thing that I love about this program. You don't just get a diploma. You can if you choose to, but I choose to celebrate with my students. So I do encourage them to go through the graduation.
Absolutely awesome. You saw that there was a problem and you provided a solution. And I think that is
Absolutely.
absolutely amazing. So to the audience for Facebook, YouTube, if you know of anyone who has dropped out of high school, they definitely need to be in contact with Tracy about how they can obtain a fully accredited diploma. Here's
Yes,
a
nationwide.
Yes, so your program accredited nationwide? So yes, the program is accredited nationwide. And so if you know someone, definitely pass this information on. We need to help our young people. And Tracy has found that there was a problem in her county there, and she provided a solution. So no matter where you're at, you can obtain the services for the Innovate, is the Preparatory Academy, and the other things that Tracy is offering. And
And may
so
I interject just a minute and say that those who were concerned about COVID didn't have to be concerned because they learned from the comfort of their own homes or their own offices. And if they needed my personal touch with the academic coaching side, I pay for services to be on Zoom with my students, being able to see everything they can see, I can see. And we do coaching over Zoom on research papers, math, science, social studies, language arts, STEM, dissecting, school projects. How many times did you come home? I know I did. As a single mom and did not have time to do projects because I work. My company offers those services where we actually step in and get those projects done for those students. We do virtual cheer coaching. We do virtual techniques. We do facial expressions, voice projection, word memorization. We do routine critiques. We do music lessons virtually, the whole nine. I have coached people who went to The Voice. I have coached other people who went to the one that's on now, American Idol. And so we do all types of stuff virtually, and it works.
absolutely. That is awesome, awesome, awesome. So you all definitely connect with Tracy for those services that she has offered. If you know someone, please refer the information to them because it can be done virtually. So at this time, we'll take a moment here to greet the guests and see who else has joined us, because we want to make sure that you put shared, shared, shared in the comments, because you will be able to win an amazing, amazing prize.
Yes.
Gift on tonight. So you want to put shared in the comments. So hello, hi, Sister Williams, Miss Williams. Thank you
Oh, that's
so
my
much.
sister.
Oh, yes. Hi, sister. Thank you so much for joining and being a part. Put shared, shared, shared in the comments, because with the gifts, if it is something that you can't use, you can transfer it over to someone else that you know that may need that service. Maybe your children are adults and they may not need that, but you have a grandchild or a niece, a nephew, or someone else that will be able to utilize the gift that you'll be receiving tonight. And that's what putting shared in the comments. So make sure you share, 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 because as I always say, sharing is caring. And so
Yes.
we don't want to keep all of this information to oneself. So take the time to share, share, share. And then also, I just wanted to go back to my website to give you some more information about my website, which is www.jaforafox.com. That is where you can go to the website, and then you can shop, shop, shop on the website. So take the time to go to my website, click on shop at the top. You will see all of the apparel that I have, t-shirts, sweatsuits, sweatshirts. And so it's free to love me. I have Jafora Fox Inc., Jafora Fox Show. So you click on the link, and then you can just choose the items that I have, go through the prompts and place your order, add to the cart, and then pay. You do not have to have PayPal to pay, just a credit debit card as well that you can use to shop, shop, shop. So who does not like to shop? I know that we all like to shop. So support me, the Jafora Fox Inc., who I am. And there's a shirt that you can be my walking billboard. So help a sister out and go and shop, shop, shop. And then as well, while you're on my website, if you would go to YouTube, you can subscribe to the YouTube. You'll see that at the bottom there. You click on that. It's going to take you directly to the YouTube site with my Jafora Fox show. You click the red button, subscribe, complete the information. So on tonight, make sure before you go to bed that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And then while you're on the website, you can go to my mailing list. So at the bottom of the website, so that you will never miss any updates or anything, join the mailing list, put your information in, and I would just so greatly appreciate your support. And then you'll see that text us. I know we all have our cell phones and we text. So if you wanted to send me a text, you can send a text message to me. You click on that text us button, complete the information, make sure you put in your mobile number in and all of that, and we will be able to communicate through texting. So text us, and thank you in advance. And my contact information is 312-598-1525 or info@jaforafox.com. So if you would just like to connect with me, you can complete that form there at the top, and you can submit your information and I will be in contact with you. If you're looking for motivational speaking, just any type of the services that I do offer, you can connect with me that way as well. And then finally, just put shared. I can't say sharing is caring enough. So please take the time to share, tag, send those hearts, send the information to me where you are sharing. So put shared in the comments. Also, if you have a question or something on tonight that you would like to ask, just put Q in the comments so that we'll know that it is actually a question that you have for the guest on tonight. So let's again see who has joined us. Let's say hello to each and every one of you all again. And thank you so much for joining and being a part of the Jafora Fox Show, Let's Talk Business. So God bless you. At this time, I'm going to bring the guests back on to the screen. So Miss Tracy has some other things. She has so much, you all, information that she is doing and she wants to share on tonight. So now we're going to move to one of the other businesses that Tracy has, which is the Burners in Transportation. So tell us about that business.
Woo, boy, yes, it's $1 billion industry. You can make a lot of money in the transportation business if it's set up the correct way. I did a lot of trial and error, so I learned from my mistakes. I'm able to coach others in how to start their own transportation companies the correct way. I do LLCs, EIN numbers, DUNS numbers, business credit, online mentorship, name reservations, things of that nature. I also do the applications for Amazon. I currently am an Amazon contractor, vendor, and Amazon is one of the things that I do for some of my clients on the side who want to run loads with Amazon. You can run box trucks or semis, hot shots, and several types of vehicles you can run through Amazon. Amazon is like the hottest business right now contract that you can receive through the trucking industry at this time. Along with, I teach people not only the box truck business, but I connect them to dispatchers, factoring companies. Those factoring companies are important because when you want to get paid the same day within 24 hours or the same day, you need a great factoring company that can teach you how to get your money the same day or at least within 24 hours. Insurance company connections that can keep your insurance rates down. I have those connections. I have dispatchers that are great on the box truck side as well as the semi-tractor side. And I just have a plethora of resources and information on how to actually maximize your potential when it comes to the trucking industry or the trucking business. There are challenges that I teach people how to avoid. And they're big challenges. Some of the mistakes that I made cost me thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. I keep people from falling into those pit holes that I fell into because I learned through the things I suffered. Suggestions on who to rent your box trucks from versus buying is definitely a big thing. Being helping you look at your budget to make sure that you have the right contract for the right type of truck is important. You need someone with a lot of experience to be able to look through those contracts. One of the contracts that I received from South Carolina is 40 pages. You need to be able to understand the language of that contract so that you don't put yourself in a situation where you're obligated to a contract that you can't fulfill the obligations of that contract. That's big trouble. So you definitely need me to be able to read those contracts and tell you this is a good deal or this is a bad deal, and you don't need to take this deal. Let's go with somebody else. Those are mistakes that we make. Also, Sprinter vans are able to tell you how to get mail service carrier contracts. I'm able to connect you with others who teach those classes. I don't have time to teach the classes, but I have friends who do teach those classes, and they are all over the world, from South Carolina, North Carolina, New York, Texas, Florida, anywhere you name it. I have friends that can teach those classes, how to get those contracts. It takes an experienced trucking industry person to teach you how to get the contracts. I don't advise people to do just loads by just getting loads from just dispatchers, but I teach people to go after the big contracts so that you know a contract is different than a load. If you're just getting a load, you may fulfill that load within an 8-hour to 10-hour period and you're done. That's all the money you're going to make off of that load until that dispatcher is able to dispatch you other loads. You may take a load up to Memphis, Tennessee, but then the dispatcher may not be able to get you a load coming back. So you didn't make money going both ways. So that's not a good deal for you. Learning those type of mistakes that cost you a lot of money, you need someone with experience to teach you which dispatchers you need to dispatch with until you can win contracts to get permanent money. Contracts mean residual income. And that's what we all want. We all want residual income that comes no matter what, as long as we are fulfilling the obligations of those contracts. You want to look at your payroll. You want to look at business credit. How do you get all of the large business credit? You need someone who knows how to do that. So yes, I have the experience. I made the mistakes for everybody. You don't need to make the same mistakes. So yes, you can consult with me on how to get those things done.
Awesome, awesome. So if you are in the trucking business and you need assistance with all of that, it behooves you to definitely connect with Tracy with all of the wealth of information and the contacts that she has in helping you to be able to set up everything properly. That is key with setting things up properly, getting things together, and truly the word residual income, that is something big. And so you want to connect with someone who knows, as she stated, has made the mistakes. There's no need for you to make a mistake if you have someone who's made the mistake and can help you to save you thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And understand the language. It's always key, because if you don't understand the language, you don't know what questions to ask. Right. You don't know what direction that you are needing to go into. And with all of that, with the businesses that you do have and the journey that you've been on, what are some of the challenges that you have faced and even overcome as an entrepreneur?
Well, one of the challenges for the school is always going to be funding. That's a big thing. That's why business credit is important. You need that capital to be able to sometimes carry you if you have lean times when you're not making as much money as you would need to make to meet all of your obligations. Trucking insurance can be very, very, very expensive. It's very expensive to run that truck fuel-wise, diesel fuel. Sometimes we have spent $500, $600 to $1,000 on one trip for one load. If you don't have anybody with the experience to be able to tell you, that's a bad deal, because you're going to spend approximately this amount of money on fuel to run that big truck, to take that load, and then coming back, this is how much you're going to possibly spend on fuel, and this is how much you're getting for your contract, and it's not enough. That deal is a bad deal. So you don't want to do free deals and free runs. So you need someone to be able to look at your stuff and say, good deal, great deal, excellent deal, bad deal. So funding your payroll sometimes can be a challenge if you don't get the right person to look at those contracts to see what all you're up against. You have to have someone who's able to look at your budget. We don't like that word, but it's a great word for business. Budgeting your money correctly. Sometimes some contracts require, it's not a one-man job, it's a two-man job. So you've got to be able to budget out your money to not only pay the driver, but be able to pay the assistant. So if you don't know that that contract requires, it's a two-man job, and this is how much the base pay is going to be, and this is how much you need per stop, you're in trouble because you don't understand how much you're making and you haven't worked out a decent budget. So budgeting is key. You have to be able to do that, or you take a large loss and you're the one incurring all of the expenses. Whether or not you're running under your own authority is a huge thing now. If you're running under someone else's authority, they're going to probably want to do an 80-20 split with you or 70-30 split. You may take the 70 and they take the 30, but you got to keep in mind, even on the 70-30 split, though you're taking 70, is that 70 enough for fuel, the maintenance and the upkeep of your vehicle, enough to pay your staff, enough to pay your insurance, enough to do some of the things that you have to do as an owner operator? So you need someone with experience, again, to look and see if your budget is going to be able to pull all of that off. And then not only are you able to take care of the expenses that your company is incurring every day, because in this business, you have expenses every day that you pay. Fuel is an everyday expense. Keeping that truck running, meeting DOT inspections, having an EOD in that truck to be able to monitor where that truck is at all times, expenses. If that truck doesn't have a sleeper in the back, expenses. That means you got to pay for a hotel, stay for your driver. If in fact you're going to get a sleeper in the back or a day trucks, they call it a day truck, something like day bed. Anyway, that means that you don't have a sleeper in the back where the driver can go back there and go to sleep. Like you see trucks parked on the side of the road or in truck stops. People have lights on the truck and the truck is docked and running because they have a sleeper in that truck. They're saving hotel expenses, things of that nature. You need someone to be able to direct you correctly when it comes to that type of stuff. I said insurance, funding, legitimate contracts, truck expenses, payroll, insurance. If you have to have workman's comp, some contracts require you to have workman's comp. That you definitely have to carry liability insurance. So you've got to be able to have someone to cover you, and you be covered with all of the types of insurances that you need. It's more than just cranking up a truck, driving it, and doing the work. There are some background things that have to be done, some foundations that have to be laid in order for your company to be protected from being sued, to be protected in contracts. Whether you're running under your own authority and you're taking on all of the responsibility, you need a DOT number, MC number. All of those things have to be done correctly.
Absolutely. Very, very good information. Great nuggets. Those are gems of information that you need in order to run a successful trucking business. So covering all of it, from, as that B word you said, budgeting, that I know when I teach the financial literacy courses to others, that is one of the main things that is the barrier for most people is budgeting, and they don't want to do it. They run away from it, and they just don't want to accept the fact that you do need the budget. So whether you are wanting to have a trucking business or what type of business, personal or business, you need to know about money management and budgeting. So this is absolutely some amazing information. If you're wanting to do financial literacy, talk about it with your children. Connect with me. And I can help you with putting together a plan so that you can have that conversation, because we don't want to stay in that place where I know, you may have not been told yourself, but that doesn't mean that you can you don't want to continue with that cycle, that generational cycle of not having that conversation about that. And so it's more than just running a business. To say you have an LLC, you have to know about how you're going to manage the money you have and all of the things that you need to do, and that goes with having a business. And so with that, again, you all share. So if you know someone who is in the trucking business that needs some additional help and assistance, make sure that you reach out to Tracy and asking those questions and getting the understanding so that you'll have a good understanding. And then also, if you have a child, a grandchild, a niece, nephew, cousin, someone who has dropped out of high school and needs some assistance there, need an academic coach, need anything to do with the educational side, you can reach out to Tracy as well. That's her one of her other businesses. And so, Tracy, I'm going to ask you, tell us about that you shared before the show about the contract that you've just received.
Yes, I'm excited. Yes.
So talk about
I've been working like this for a while. I started a home health care agency 2 years ago. And when the pandemic, I started the company 2 months before the pandemic hit. And oh my God, it just took me on a spiraling type downward spiral because I got caught in the pandemic. So a lot of the contracts and things that I needed were on hold because of the pandemic. So I just got a breakthrough today with just got a client today in the home health care industry side. I'm so excited about that. I do also offer consultations for that side of the business. I'm a staffing agency. I will be staffing LPNs, RNs, CNAs, just home health care aides. If you don't have a professional medical license, we will be utilizing you as well for some of the other services that we will be providing: companionship, doctor's appointment, medication reminders. Maybe they need help with meals being prepared, things of that nature. Yes, I just got a client today, and I am so excited. I'm looking forward to this side of the business for the home health care agency. I will soon be staffing those for traveling nurses. I'm working on a contract as we speak to staff nurses to send them to hospitals to do jobs in hospitals. So that will be coming soon. So I do consultations for that, as well as I have a class that will be dropping soon for the trucking industry side. So many people are doing online classes. They're giving you just the basics. They're not giving you any dispatchers, no factoring companies, none of their connections. They're giving you, everybody's afraid to help everybody. I can't understand it. If people are paying a fee, they should be able to get the contacts that you have for the business. They should be able to get the right information for the DOT number, the MC number, the EIN number, the business credit, the name reservation, all of the dispatchers all of the factoring companies warranty companies for trucks. Who did you buy your trucks from? What kind of business? What do they lease versus buying? Who are your insurance companies? I'm giving all of that information in my online course, as well as a one-on-one mentorship. I'm doing that. I'm giving it all. So I will be putting information out on my Facebook page. Personally, again, I like a personal touch. I don't personally like to always build courses because you can't ask questions. And a lot of times I work harder by building a course than I do by just doing a live mentee class. Why? Because again, it's live. You can ask questions. You can get information that you can't get by looking at a module that you're just going through learning different stuff. That's, to me, sometimes that's a bit much. And then they're still not giving you the information that you really, really need. So when you really want information on how to actually get contracts, you need context. So that's what I'm doing. I'll be hosting my very first online mentorship class coming up in the month of April. And I'll make sure Jafora has all of my information, as well as I will advertise it on Bonus Transportation. That we are on our Facebook as Bonus Transportation. I will be putting it on my main page, Evangelist Tracy Bonner, so that you'll be able to see how to pay and how to get in that class and get the real information that you need. Because don't have me coming on there getting a bunch of basic information. If I'm going to pay my money, I want context. I want to know what's the blueprint. How do I get this started? Who do I contact? What's their name? Can they help me do A, B, C, D, E, F, G? What can you help me do? I want the real information. So yes, I will be doing that starting in April.
Awesome, awesome. And congratulations on your contract received for the home health.
Yes, I'm excited.
Yes,
I am hiring. I'm hiring for the home health care agency side. I am hiring. I am bidding for some more contracts right now as we speak. So I will be doing a lot of hiring. I will be putting it on my main page and spreading it out through my business pages.
Awesome, awesome. Congratulations. So you all definitely connect. It's good to network and connect with others to get that information, pass the information on. I love the way you said that you are open to sharing the information to help people.
It's $1 billion industry. I mean, I can't make all of the money.
Right.
It's $1 billion industry. It's enough money in this business for everybody to get some of it. So to charge, and I'm not charging an astronomical amount of money. You have people that when I came in the home health care agency side, they wanted $10,000 and $20,000 just to tell me the blueprint. Are you serious? I just think that's greed. I mean, I know that you have to charge for services. I get that, but to charge people $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 for the template, the blueprint, I think that's absolutely ludicrous. Yes, I feel you need to pay for the information because you're gonna make, honey, 175,000 times more than what I'm charging you in the business if you do what I tell you to do. But I'm not charging people like that. I feel like that's highway robbery.
And that's awesome too, to know and keep in mind, doing anything, you want to invest in yourself. So don't come to anyone without wanting to invest in yourself first with being able to pay for a service. I believe that we pay for what we want and our priorities need to be in the right place. So if you are serious and you want the information, you want to move forward, it's definitely going to help you to be able to move forward in all of the multiple businesses that Tracy has the experience and all of that. So there's something that she can assist you with in helping you. There are 1 billion people in this world. And one of the things I tell a lot of clients, people want to start a business. They're always concerned about that somebody else is doing what it is that you're doing. It's so many people is that, I can't service them all. Tracy can't service them all. And so that, you start your business because God has assigned you those group of people to help as well. I do business credit, EIN, startup, all of those things too as well. But that doesn't mean that we can't collaborate, move, work together, help each other, help other people, because there are so many people in this world, billions. And so don't allow that to stop you from moving forward and pursuing the business that you want to pursue. And
absolutely, because I started out, I paid for every contact I have. I pay a la carte, as they say, for every single piece of information I got. Honey, I paid for it. I did not tell people to give me information for free. If you told me I had to pay $1,500, if you told me I had to pay $1,000, if you told me it was $250, $5, whatever, honey, I paid for every piece of information I got. I paid for it. So I'm not even doing that. I'm giving you a whole package. And when I say these are good contacts, this ain't no junk. This is the real deal. I'm giving you the real contacts. You're going to come back and want to give me a tip because you're going to say everything you gave me. Girl, you a beast. I am in the business making thousands on top of that. I made $3,000 of one run in one day. Okay. So I'm telling you, you can get the money. Amazon, if you run your truck right, your semi-tractor, you can make $10,000 in 1 week. I'm telling you what I know. So I'm not talking about just on the surface information. No, no, baby. I'm giving you the real contacts. Every contact I have, I paid for. So I'm giving you what I paid for one package fee. And you're going to get all of the information I got, everything I know, you're going to know. It's the real deal.
Absolutely awesome. As a matter of fact, I have a client tomorrow that he needs that box truck, all of that information, the blueprint to get the contracts. And so I will be connecting him with you so that you can assist him from that particular end of getting everything done. And so that is exciting.
I do one-on-one consultations, mentees. I mentor people monthly, one-on-one. If you don't want to be in class with everybody else, and you want your one-on-one, I do that as well.
And there is a question that someone has in reference to trucking. Hey, Beanie, love you. Thank you so much for joining. She's asking, is that 8 hours or working 12 hours a day for, I guess, what they made in that run?
No, my driver went from here to Memphis. From Memphis back through like some other, I think like Bruton, Alabama, and came back. So he did a run up to Memphis. So I don't know how many hours that is from Mobile. What, 7 hours maybe? Something of that. I think it's about 7 hours. So I'm going to say he did a turnaround and he came right back. And I have a sleeper. So he was able to sleep and get rest between that time and come back. So I was able to get that money in one run. If anybody knows anything about the trucking industry, when you dispatch or you let a dispatcher, which I dispatch as well. What is a dispatcher? A dispatcher is your person who gets you your loads. That's what a dispatcher is. So it's over the road. Now, when you talk about local, when you do local, you want contracts. Local runs don't make a lot of money. They don't use semis sometimes for local loads unless it's somebody coming from somewhere else that may be coming into Walmart distribution center, bringing a load from somewhere else or something of that nature. When you talk local, you're not going to make an astronomical amount of money. Over the road, but this is the thing. The over the road trips that he was doing, he was able to be back at home the same day or the next day. There are Louisiana runs. You know, from Mobile to Louisiana is only what, 2.5, maybe 3 hours? There are loads from Mobile to Louisiana that you can do for the same amount of money. We just happen to get that particular load for Memphis. So there are a lot of loads that come in from Louisiana, Montgomery, other parts of Florida. That's not that far, Tampa, Destin, Florida, places like that may be like 3 hours from Mobile. Those are quick turnaround trips. And I got a secret, but I can't tell it until I get in class because it's worthy of being paid for. But she's talking about local, but I can't give the secret away. But there is a local deal that I have in place that pays $5,000 to $6,000 a week.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So definitely you all stay tuned for that class that will be coming up in April for that information. Connect with me and I'll definitely stay in contact with Tracy getting that information. So if you're interested from the trucking side, of the business to definitely stay tuned for that class. Also, again, if you have not shared, share, put shared in the comments, because at the end of the show shortly, we will be doing the Wheel of Names, and you'll be able to win on tonight the 1 hour tutoring session, academic coach, whatever you need for that hour for your child. So Tracy will be able to assist you. Love, and excited about being able to sow into her ministry, her business, for tonight, and to you to help your child, grandchild, niece, nephew. If you win tonight and it's not something that you personally need, you can transfer that information to a niece, nephew, cousin, whomever, who their child may be able to use the prize. So don't just let it go to waste. Pay it forward, give it to someone else. And so on tonight, if you are the winner, just inbox me, connect with me so that you can have Tracy's information. I'll get that taken care of. And then you will be able to connect with Tracy, you one-on-one, and get whatever service, the 1 hour for the tutoring that your child, whomever, will be able to use. So excited. And just before we do the Wheel of Names, just briefly, Tracy, if you would just want to provide just some last minute inspiration, encouragement to the audience on tonight.
Well, just some tips. Be honest in the business. Never be the type of person that lies. Be honest about your contracts. Be honest about what you're doing in the business. Never tell people that you're able to provide a service in which you're not able to provide, because it then affects your outcome. It affects the integrity of your business. Pay tithe and give offerings. I'm sorry, it's just my way. I just believe in paying tithe, giving offerings, because the windows of heaven are open at that moment, and he's pouring out blessings that we don't have room enough to receive. Be professional, dress professional, be professional, brand yourself. Always brand your clothing items, like with the home health care side is branded. Scrubs, everybody got on the same type of scrubs with the company name on the left side. Brand yourself. Make all of your stuff look professional, from your flyers to your business cards, whatever it is you're doing. Make it all look professional and make it all look like one. You can't have a logo, the different logos for different parts of your business, unless it's another business. Make it all make sense, make it all gel together and look professional. Network for help. Always ask for help. If someone chooses to say you have to pay for that service, pay for it. Pay for it. Why? Because it's only going to cause your business to grow and develop. And guess what you're doing? You're sowing seeds into someone else's business. Don't be afraid to help others, because you reap what you sow. So if you sow into their business, they'll sow back into you. When I got the contract that I got today, that was I had to win the contract, but the door was given to me by somebody else who I sold into. Today, she said, well, okay, I help you, get the door. So can you in turn turn around and help me with my LLC, my EIN number, name reservation, all that? Sure, I sure can. I'm sewing back into you. Never be afraid to sow. Don't be stingy. A closed hand, nothing can get in it. When your hands are open, you can get something in it. When they're closed tight, that means you're stingy and you can't get anything in or out. So just keep those tips in mind. Be generous with your giving when you make it. Help others, pull others up. Don't be stingy with the information.
Awesome. Definitely some amazing nuggets, truths that live by. No, sorry, apology. We are consistent tithers over here. Tithing is key as a believer, to be able to give so that you can receive. And truly, you started out with just being honest. Your integrity is key. Yes. Consistent, the tithing, offering, and giving. Your branding, be professional, as well as being able to help others. And you need to network and ask for help And then invest in yourself. That is so key, to invest in oneself. You can't expect anyone else to invest in you if you're not willing to even invest in yourself. And then always be willing to give back. So Tracy,
Yes.
you definitely provided some amazing nuggets. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Welcome.
So honored and excited to have you as a guest on tonight, you all. So send those hearts on tonight for our guest, Tracy, for all of the valuable information and nuggets that she has provided to you and up to me on tonight. So again, thank you, thank you, thank you. And at this time, we are going to get ready for our Wheel of Names. So let's see who our winners are.
Yay.
Awesome. My sister-in-law, Gail, I'll be in contact with you. If something, have some grandkids, someone else that you can pass that on to for tutoring for that child. So excited. Congratulations. Congratulations. We'll do another drawing for tonight. So congratulations, Melissa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll be in contact. I have both of your information, both of you all's information. And so I'll connect with you and letting you know how and information you need to get to Tracy. So the tutoring that you know, and have someone, if you can't use it, pay it forward to someone else that will be able to utilize that gift. What a great gift. We all need tutoring. We all need information to help us to be able to move forward. And so Tracy's information is showing on the screen. You'll see her email, her Facebook, one of the things, her Instagram, but the business for the with your other business that you have, the Barners Transportation, the Facebook as well. So connect with Tracy. If you wasn't able to see it, you can go back to the replay and be able to obtain her information. So again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Just have been so honored to have you on tonight. And thank you to each and every one of you, the audience from Facebook as well as YouTube. And thank you all so much for sharing. Have an amazing night and God bless you. Thank you all so much. Bye-bye.
Jafora Fox, let's talk business. And let's turn it up a notch. It's your time to shine with Jafora Fox. It's all coming together. Just keep your eyes on God.